Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am VC Pramod with the news at 9. The headlines. President Ram Nath Kovind gives assent to Criminal Law Amendment Act that provides for stringent punishment for rapists. Home Minister Rajnath describes flood situation in Kerala as very serious. Announces immediate relief of 100 crore rupees. Railway Minister Piyush Goyal announces 50% reservation for women in RPF recruitment. NIA arrests 2 alleged Islamic State sympathisers in Hyderabad as part of its probe into terror conspiracy. In Syria, blast in arms depot kills 39 people. In second India-England cricket test, rain delays post-lunch play on the 4th day. President Ram Nath Kovind has given assent to the Criminal Law Amendment Act 2018 that provides for stringent punishment including death penalty for those convicted of raping girls below the age of 12 years. The amendment replaces the ordinance promulgated on the 21st of April after the rape and murder of a minor girl in Kathua and another woman in Unnao. A Gazette notification said the act shall be deemed to have come into force on the 21st of April 2018. The Act will further amend the Indian Penal Code, Indian Evidence Act, the Code of Criminal Procedure and the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act. The President's assent came after Parliament approved the amendments to the law last week. India today handed over the first lot of more than 400 houses built for Indian origin people in Sri Lanka's central province. New Delhi has already built 46,000 houses in the war-affected north and east provinces of the island country. Another 4,000 houses are also under construction for plantation workers in the central and Uva province. Addressing the recipients of the first lot of houses in Novara area in central province of Sri Lanka through a video message, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, Sri Lanka has always been special for India and will remain so. Sri Lankan Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, who was the chief guest on the occasion, thanked the Indian government for the assistance. Our correspondent has filed this report.
Thousands of Tamil workers were brought from India by British during 19th century to work in plantation sector, and around 1 million are still dependent upon it. However, the socio-economic conditions of these workers are not very good, with housing being a major problem. It is no surprise that they turned out in large numbers to witness the program despite bad weather. Indian housing project in Sri Lanka with a grant over $350 million is the largest grant assistance program abroad from Indian government. Santosh Kumar for AIR News from Colombo.
The centre has assured all help to Kerala to meet the challenges posed by unprecedented floods in the state. Talking to reporters at the Kochi airport after conducting aerial survey of Idukki and Ernakulam districts, Union Home Minister Rajnath described the flood situation in the state as very serious.
I reached to this conclusion that situation is very serious in Kerala due to flood. And I would like to assure the state government that all sorts of provided by the central government to meet out the challenges of this flood situation. And the central government is thoroughly stand up with the state government in this situation.
The Home Minister was accompanied by State Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, Tourism Minister Alphonse Kannanthanam and others in the aerial survey of affected areas. Later in a series of tweets, Mr. Singh said the centre is closely monitoring the flood situation. He announced immediate relief of 100 crore rupees since assessment of damages will take some more time. The Home Minister appealed to all political parties, social and cultural organizations to join hands with the state government in mitigating the sufferings of the people. Meanwhile, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj has announced that the passports damaged in the floods in Kerala will be replaced free of cost by the government. In a tweet, she advised people to contact the concerned passport kendras. In Uttar Pradesh, many districts are reeling under the relentless rain and flood. We have a report from our correspondent.
Torrential rain from last night has thrown normal life out of gear in many cities. Roads are flooded in cities and crops on several hectare acres are submerged in rainwater in rural areas. 3 persons died in Basti district while 1 person each lost his life in Muzaffarnagar and Kannauj district in rain-related accidents in last 24 hours. Major rivers like Sharda, Ghagra, Rapti, Ganga, Yamuna are in spate, forcing people in low-lying areas to migrate to safer places. Pilibhit, Kushinagar, Gonda, Bahraich, Faizabad, Barabanki and Mau districts are facing the fury of flood. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
In Odisha, normal life was disrupted today due to heavy rain that lashed several parts of the state. Several places in the coastal and southern region were pounded by rain which affected road traffic due to severe waterlogging. The Meteorological Center has forecast heavy to very heavy rainfall in 14 districts of the state in the next 24 hours. Our correspondent reports that fishermen have been advised to come back to the shore by tonight. The Met Department has also forecast heavy to very heavy rainfall at isolated places in Himachal Pradesh in the next 24 hours. Railway Minister Piyush Goyal has said 50% reservation will be given to women in recruitment of the Railway Protection Force RPF. Inaugurating various rail projects in Patna today, Mr. Goyal said about 10,000 jobs will be created in the RPF. He said the recruitment process will be fully computerized to maintain transparency. The minister also said CCTV cameras will be installed at 6,000 stations and important trains. He handed over the papers related to land of the Patna-Digha rail section to the Bihar government. Through video conference, the railway minister inaugurated the Rakshol-Narkatiyaganj broad gauge line on this section. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. The National Investigating Agency NIA today arrested 2 alleged Islamic State sympathisers from Hyderabad. This is part of the agency's probe into Indian youngsters being radicalized to carry out terror strikes on behalf of the banned international outfit. The NIA spokesperson said they have arrested 2 suspects to ascertain the details of the ongoing conspiracy. The agency is probing a case since 2016 where it is alleged that the members of IS were involved in a conspiracy to identify, motivate, radicalize, recruit and train Indian youth to carry out terror activities. Union Science and Technology Minister Harshvardhan today expressed hope that the DNA bill that was introduced in Parliament last week will be passed by the next session. He was speaking to reporters after inaugurating the new campus of the Hyderabad-based Centre for DNA Fingerprinting and Diagnostics. Dr. Harshvardhan said the proposed DNA technology law will ensure the security of the country in many ways, including detecting and determining terrorist activities.
Bill will ensure that the forensic aspects and also for those missing children and missing relatives and so many of the terrorism related activities etc. They will all find a more professional approach and support system. There will be a good quality regulation also.
The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO will launch 50 satellites in the next 3 years to meet the growing demand for space applications in India. Chairman of ISRO, Dr. K. Shivan, told this to reporters in Bengaluru today that 2 launches will be planned every month from February next year. He also said Chandrayaan-2 mission to the moon with a lander is planned in January next year. The Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana is a flagship scheme of the centre. It was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2015. The scheme aims to fund the unfunded by bringing such enterprises to the formal financial system and extending affordable credit to them. Over 17 lakh persons have benefited with the scheme in Telangana. Here is a ground report from our correspondent.
Under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, over 17 lakh unfunded individuals have been funded through banks during the past 3.5 years in Telangana. Various banks in the state disbursed over 15,000 crore rupees to support small and micro businesses. Kamalakar Raju, director of SV Infotech at Dilshuk Nagar in Hyderabad, started his IT training institute in 2002 with mere 20 students. Now he is providing IT training to over 200 students in 80 courses and also offering IT development and consultancy services to colleges. Kamalakar Raju says Mudra loan helped him to expand his institution and provide employment to 20 others.
They sanctioned 5 lakhs to me in the month of February 2016. So I got this this Mudra loan. So what I did, I expanded my premises and hired another 8 members, including marketing team. Now I am providing employment to 20 members. I should say thanks to our Prime Minister also, Sri Narendra Modi sir.
Another person, B. Gangadhar, a postgraduate from Hyderabad, took 4,50,000 rupees under Prime Minister Mudra Yojana earlier during this year from State Bank of India to expand his own Telugu monthly magazine.
हमारा magazine 3,000 copies print होता every month. मुद्रा लोन लेने के बाद 5,000 copies print कर रहा है. अभी 1,25,000 हमारा income है. हम 20 आदमी को employment दिया.
Ever since the Prime Minister Mudra Yojana came into being, the non-farm income generating activities have got a big boost in both urban and rural areas of Telangana state. Lakshmi, AIR News, Hyderabad.
The News Services Division of All India Radio and its weekly bilingual live fan-in program, Public Speak Tomorrow, will bring you a discussion on the challenges before New India. This can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. Listeners can ask questions to the experts sitting in our studio on toll-free telephone number 1800-115767. I repeat, 1800-115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 011-2331-4444 and post queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This program is also available on Doordarshan DTH. In Jammu and Kashmir, an army soldier was killed in a blast in Hajipir area of North Kashmir's Udi sector along the line of control in Baramulla district. Local sources said that the blast occurred near the Rustam post in Hajipir area this evening, in which the soldier sustained critical splinter injuries. Later, he succumbed to his injuries at a nearby medical facility. Police sources said that the nature of the blast is being ascertained. President Ram Nath Kovind and Prime Minister Narendra Modi have condoled the demise of Nobel laureate V.S. Naipaul. In a tweet, Mr. Kovind said, "The passing away of Sir Naipaul is a loss for the world of letters and for the broader school of Indo-Anglian literature." Mr. Modi said Naipaul will be remembered for his extensive works which cover diverse subjects ranging from history, culture, colonialism, politics and more. 85-year-old writer who won the Nobel in Literature and Booker Prize breathed his last in London. In Syria, at least 39 people have been killed in a blast that brought down a building containing ammunition in Idlib province. Reports say the arms depot reportedly belonged to an arms trafficker. The Syrian Observatory of Human Rights Monitor says there are still dozens of people missing. Idlib is the last major rebel-held area. In recent months, the Syrian government, backed by Russia and Iran, has made major advances in its offensive against a number of rebel and terrorist groups across Syria. More than 350,000 people have been killed and millions displaced since Syria's civil war started in 2011. Pakistan's newly elected parliament is meeting tomorrow for the first time to start the process of transition and handing over powers to the new government. Prime Minister in waiting Imran Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf emerged as the single largest party with 116 seats in the July 25th elections. Now its tally has increased to 158. However, the party is still 14 short of a simple majority of 172 in the House of 342. It is expected that the party will get support of at least 180 lawmakers with the support of several smaller parties. After losing the first cricket test against England, India are staring at another defeat in the second test at the Lords in London. Trailing England by 289 runs, India were 84 for 6 in their second innings on the fourth day today when reports last came in. Rain had forced an early lunch when India's score stood at 17 for 2. The post-lunch session was delayed considerably due to wet outfield. India lost wickets at regular intervals. The full dress rehearsal of the Independence Day celebrations will be held tomorrow at the Red Fort. The rehearsal will have the same traffic restrictions as on Independence Day. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. President Ram Nath Kovind gives assent to Criminal Law Amendment Act that provides for stringent punishment for rapists. Home Minister Rajnath describes flood situation in Kerala as very serious and announces immediate relief of 100 crore rupees. Railway Minister Piyush Goyal announces 50% reservation for women in RPF recruitment. NIA arrests 2 alleged Islamic State sympathisers in Hyderabad as part of its probe into terror conspiracy. In second India-England cricket test, rain delays post-lunch play on the 4th day. And that's all in the news at 9. Good night.